Hello everyone, welcome to Emizest, your #1 online homemade premium food channel. At Emizest, we teach you how to cook every food in a very premium way at home. On today's episode, we'll be making a very sweet grilled chicken. This chicken is so delicious that once you try it, you will always want to have more. So watch. So for the items, we'll be using some chicken. This is 1 kilo of chicken. We'll also be using some salt, mixed spices. This particular mixed spice is called the de-gyma and I like it because it has a nice flavor. Soy sauce. We're using some chili pepper. We use bell pepper. Use some curry and thyme. Also be using some stock cube, ginger, garlic, and onions. So first, I'm going to dice my ginger into small bits. I'm going to gradually cut it into tiny pieces. I'm also going to dice the garlic into very tiny pieces. I'll mix them together, dice it properly, very tiny. That way it's going to bring out a lot of flavor in this meat. I'm also going to dice the onions into tiny pieces. Just half of the onions you're using. If you have a big bulb of onions, 1 big bulb is okay, but like the one I'm using here, there are 3 tiny bulbs, so I'm going to dice 1.5 portion of the onions. So I'll dice it because this mixture will be used to marinate the meat. That's the ginger, the garlic, and the onions. So pour it into the meat. We're marinating the meat. After pouring it into the meat, then I'll add the curry and thyme. This is just 1 tablespoon each, curry and thyme. So I'll also add the mixed spices, just 1 tablespoon too. Next, I'm going to be adding some salt. Just add salt to taste, or you could use ½ teaspoon to add your salt. Next, I'll be adding the soy sauce. Just sprinkle some little soy sauce on it to help marinate this ingredient into the meat. So I'll also add some stock cube, just 2 cubes of stock. So after adding the stock cube, I'm going to be using a dishing spoon to mix it thoroughly. This mixture is very important. You have to turn it very well. That will help all the ingredients mix together and give this meat a very sweet taste. At this point, you can cover it and keep it in the freezer for 10 minutes. You can also just start heating it up immediately because we're not going to add any water to it, but keeping it in the freezer for 10 minutes will help it marinate properly. Then you place it on a high heat for just 20 minutes. At this point, you have to be stirring and checking it to avoid burning. Look at how yummy it is looking. It is already absorbing all the spice and bringing out its own water. This meat is going to be very sweet. So at this point, we've not added our peppers and the remaining onion. So we're going to blend the peppers and the remaining onions by pouring it into a blender and adding just a little water to aid the blending. So after properly blending it, we're going to pour it back into the plate. So at this point, we'll be using this mixed pepper and onions with some vegetable oil. So we've placed our pot on a medium heat. Then we're going to pour in this vegetable oil. This is just ½ cup of vegetable oil. So just pour in your vegetable oil. Heating up in just 1 minute, add your peppers into it and stir it together. Then cover it and allow it to cook just for like 2 to 3 minutes. At this point, stir it properly. You're monitoring it to make sure it just mixes up very well and dries a little bit with the oil. So you see, it is now ready, and we're going to bring it down. So at this point, look at the meat. We're going to pour all the meat into this pepper and properly stir it very well together. See how nice it's already looking, even though we're not yet done. So because we're using some sweet red bell chili pepper, they are not very hot type of peppers, they're just very sweet kind of pepper. So this meat is not going to be hot, even children can eat it. That's why I love the red bell pepper. So at this point, I'm going to pour it in my oven tray. Yes, we evenly spread it into the oven tray. And once we are done spreading it into the oven tray, look at how nice, how yummy this chicken is looking. That is very, very sweet. If you test this meat, trust me, you'll want to eat this kind of grilled chicken every day. So at this point, look at how nice it is. Very yummy, very appetizing, very sweet looking. Look at it, very, very sweet. So we're going to put it in our micro oven for just 10 to 15 minutes. As we monitor it, the aim is to let it dry a little bit so you can have that sweet grill feeling while eating it. So after about 10 to 15 minutes, the meat is ready. I transferred it into the grill itself from the pan, so that's why it's now on the grill. So it will just heat up very fast, and look at how nice it is looking. Very sweet. At this point, our juicy grilled chicken is ready. See how nice it is looking. Very juicy, very grilled and sweet. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to comment in the comment section, like this video and share it. Also hit the subscribe button so that you get notified anytime we upload amazing recipes in this channel. Trust me, these are just homemade food we're bringing to you in a very premium way so that you enjoy your cooking at home. Thank you and bye. See you in our next recipe.